In need of a freak out? Try these bad boys. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 finishing moves in WWE history. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. We'll be looking at the most impactful, exciting finishers used by wrestlers under the banner of World Wrestling Entertainment. Our main focus for today is going to be how iconic they are, so sorry if we didn't include quite so many recent ones. Number 10, Curbstomp. The move, prominently used by Seth Rollins, has a notorious reputation. The Curbstomp was previously banned due to its problematic name and visual brutality. Reportedly, Vince McMahon didn't believe the move was something they wanted a main event star like Rollins to use, given the company's history with concussions and whatnot. Thankfully, they recently brought the finisher back, and it's being used by Seth Rollins once again. So get ready to see a whole lot more faces stomped into the ground. Number 9, Pedigree. The Pedigree, a kneeling double underhook facebuster, has been utilised mainly by the game, but also helped earn our boy Rollins a few victories too. Yep, the facebuster has a long and storied history in wrestling, and the Pedigree is most likely one of the most recognisable iterations. It's been used to put down the likes of The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and countless others over the years, and used by two of the most prominent wrestlers of their time, cementing the finisher as one of the all-time greats. Number 8, Styles Clash. AJ Styles' finishing maneuver is a belly-to-back inverted mat slam known as the Styles Clash, but you already knew that. Though not created by Styles, the move was popularized by his use, and the act of moving his legs around the opponent's arms to secure a pin was a touch added by AJ. The move can be more dangerous than many typical wrestling moves. While most moves require wrestlers to tuck their chins down, the Styles Clash requires them to move their heads back. Otherwise, you're in for an excruciating and dangerous neck injury. The move has such a unique look and impactful use that it's one of the most well-protected finishers in wrestling today. Number 7, Figure 4 Leglock. A classic submission move that harkens to an older style of wrestling than commonly seen today, the Figure 4 Leglock was popularly used by many prominent wrestlers including Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, Shawn Michaels and AJ Styles. Charlotte Flair also has her own altered version known as the Figure 8 Leglock, though we're not really sure if that handstand actually adds more pressure. Looks cool though, right? The submission consists of wrapping the opponent's legs around your own and applying leverage, and can be used to submit an opponent or win through pinfall if one is able to get their opponent's shoulders on the mat. The grappling move is a golden standard for submission holds and remains so to this day. Number 6, Spear. The Spear is a devastating tackle known for its high impact and ability to come suddenly, which isn't usually something you'd be proud of. Used by the likes of Edge, Goldberg, Batista, Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns, the Spear has historically been a fairly well-protected finisher unless you're Brock Lesnar. The ease of setup for the move can often lead to high-octane, crowd-pleasing moments that are able to end matches in the blink of an eye. The charging shoulder block is a quintessential wrestling move, iconically seen in use by some of the biggest and best brawlers in the WWE to a great amount of success. Number 5, Rock Bottom. The Rock is without a doubt one of the most successful and popular wrestlers of all time. Despite the popularity of the People's Elbow, we believe that Rock Bottom is his superior finisher. The side power slam is bombastic, loud, and fits Rocky's wrestling persona to a T. A larger-than-life figure deserves a larger-than-life finisher, and The Rock seems to agree, even opting to use the Rock Bottom during a scene in Furious 7. We're hoping that we'll see the iconic move put to use in a WWE ring once again someday, despite the Dwayne's Hollywood star schedule. Number 4, RKO. Randy Orton's jumping cutter known as the RKO has gained worldwide attention as a meme. Hopefully that doesn't detract from your views on the finisher, as it still stands up as a devastating move used by the Viper. Similar to the Spear, in its ability to be used out of nowhere, the RKO carries a significant amount of impact when performed right. Orton has become so associated with the maneuver that it is almost impossible to see him without picturing it. In his long and tenured career, we've seen the RKO performed countless times, but it still stands tall as one of our favourite finishes. Number 3. Sweet chin music. Shawn Michaels' legendary superkick perfectly displays the showmanship and over-the-top theatrics of wrestling. Throughout his long and incredibly successful career, Michaels has tuned up the band and driven audiences wild with what is, if you really break it down, an incredibly simple move: a high kick right to the opponent's chin. The added use of the leg slap to make the kick's signature sound of contact takes the impact to another level. There are few things throughout wrestling as satisfying as witnessing a perfectly executed superkick delivered by the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Number 2. Tombstone Piledriver. The Undertaker's legendary finisher used to drop opponents directly onto their heads. The use of the piledriver is banned throughout much of the wrestling industry, though few in the WWE are given permission to use the move, including the Phenom. The added theatrics delivered by The Undertaker, along with the very real possibility of danger, make the Tombstone one of the most intimidating moves in wrestling. The Undertaker usually delivers the maneuver without any issues though. With the reputation of The Undertaker as a legend, his finisher is one of the most highly regarded in the company even today. Number 1. Stone Cold Stunner. The Texas Rattlesnake's finisher is the greatest anti-authority symbol used in wrestling. The move, technically a sit-out 3/4 facelock jawbreaker, was used by Steve Austin throughout his career in some of the most memorable and famous moments in wrestling history. The sight of Vince McMahon taking a Stone Cold Stunner from Steve Austin is one of the most satisfying and iconic moments of the entire Attitude Era. Austin is still incredibly popular with fans today, inspiring countless shirts and crowd chants, and his signature finisher is often used by other wrestlers as a tribute to the retired legend.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.